To clarify the procedure for calculating the full load amps or FLA of a 480 volts, three-phase switchgear panel connected to chillers and motors, it is important to note that the provided procedure does not specify whether to apply a 125% demand factor to the FLA of each motor and chiller, or only to the FLA of the highest motor. According to the National Electrical Code, NEC Article 430.22, which addresses industrial machinery, the FLA of the largest motor must be multiplied by 125% to determine the continuous load, and the FLA of all other motors can be used at 100%. Here's the procedure to calculate the panel FLA. Firstly, convert the chiller ratings from minimum circuit amps to FLA. FLA of chiller 1 equals 530.3 amps divided by 1.73, resulting in 306.5 amps. FLA of chiller 2 equals 530.3 amps divided by 1.73, resulting in 306.5 amps. Secondly, apply 125% demand factor to the FLA of the largest motor. The largest motor FLA is 65 amps. The demand factor is 125%. Adjusted FLA equals 65 amps times 1.25, which equals 81.25 amps. Thirdly, sum the FLA of all devices. Panel FLA equals 81.25 amps, which is the adjusted FLA of the largest motor, plus 306.5 amps for chiller 1, plus 306.5 amps for chiller 2, plus 65 amps times 8 for the other motors. Panel FLA equals 81.25 amps plus 306.5 amps plus 306.5 amps plus 520 amps, totaling 1214.25 amps. Therefore, the FLA of the 480 volts three-phase switchgear panel should be sized to 1214.25 amps. It's crucial to accurately calculate the full load amps to ensure the switchgear panel is appropriately sized for the connected loads. This calculation helps in preventing overloading, maintaining system reliability, and ensuring compliance with electrical codes. Sizing the panel correctly is a fundamental aspect of electrical engineering design, and adherence to the NEC guidelines is paramount. The process begins with understanding the individual load requirements of each component connected to the switchgear, specifically the motors and chillers. Motors are typically rated by horsepower, which needs to be converted to amps using the appropriate voltage and efficiency factors. Chillers often provide a minimum circuit ampacity rating, which must be adjusted to determine the full load amps accurately. Once you have the FLA for each component, you can apply demand factors as prescribed by the NEC. Demand factors account for the likelihood that not all equipment will operate at their maximum load simultaneously. In the case of motors, the NEC stipulates that the largest motor's FLA should be increased by 25% to account for starting currents and potential overloads. The remaining motors can be calculated at their full load ampacity. For continuous loads, such as chillers, it's common practice to apply a demand factor of 100% unless specific load studies indicate otherwise. After applying demand factors, you sum up all the individual contributions to arrive at the total panel FLA. This total FLA is then used to select the appropriate size of the switchgear, including the main breaker and bus bars. It's important to select equipment with a capacity that exceeds the calculated FLA to provide a safety margin and accommodate future load growth. In addition to the NEC, local electrical codes and utility regulations may also influence the sizing of switchgear. It's always recommended to consult with a qualified electrical engineer to ensure that the design meets all applicable standards and requirements. Proper documentation and labeling of the switchgear are also essential for maintenance and troubleshooting purposes. The switchgear should be clearly marked with its rated voltage, current capacity, and the loads it serves. Regular inspections and testing of the switchgear are necessary to ensure its continued safe and reliable operation. These inspections should include checking for loose connections, corrosion, and any signs of overheating. Preventive maintenance, such as cleaning and tightening connections, can help to extend the life of the switchgear and prevent costly downtime. Furthermore, when dealing with variable frequency drives, of VFDs for motors, it's important to consider the harmonic currents that these devices can introduce into the electrical system. Harmonic currents can cause overheating and other problems if not properly mitigated. Mitigation techniques may include the use of harmonic filters or reactors. These components help to reduce the levels of harmonic distortion and protect the electrical equipment from damage. In summary, calculating the panel FLA accurately and sizing the switchgear appropriately are critical for ensuring the safe and reliable operation of electrical systems. Following NEC guidelines, consulting with qualified professionals, and implementing proper maintenance practices are all essential steps in this process. By paying close attention to these details, you can minimize the risk of electrical failures and ensure the long-term performance of your equipment. Remember to always prioritize safety when working with electrical systems, and never hesitate to seek expert advice when needed. A well-designed and maintained switchgear system is a valuable asset that can provide years of dependable service. Additionally, the consideration of future expansion is vital during the design phase. Overlooking potential increases in load demand can lead to costly upgrades and modifications later on. To avoid this, it's advisable to incorporate spare capacity into the switchgear from the outset. This can be achieved by selecting a panel with a higher ampacity rating than currently required and including additional breaker spaces for future circuits. Furthermore, the physical layout of the switchgear should be designed to accommodate future additions or modifications. This may involve providing extra space around the panel and ensuring that conduit pathways are easily accessible. By planning for future growth, you can minimize disruption and expense when expanding your electrical system. Another important aspect of switchgear design is coordination with other electrical equipment in the facility. The switchgear should be integrated seamlessly with the building's electrical distribution system, including transformers, generators, and other protective devices. Proper coordination ensures that the electrical system operates safely and efficiently. This may involve conducting short-circuit studies and protective device coordination studies to ensure that the various components of the system are properly coordinated. Short-circuit studies determine the maximum fault currents that can occur at various points in the system, while protective device coordination studies ensure that circuit breakers and fuses trip in a coordinated manner to isolate faults and prevent damage to equipment. Furthermore, the selection of switchgear should take into account the specific environmental conditions in which it will be installed. Switchgear installed in harsh environments, such as those with high humidity, extreme temperatures, or corrosive atmospheres, may require special enclosures and components to protect against damage. For example, stainless steel enclosures may be used in corrosive environments, while heaters and ventilation systems may be used to maintain proper temperature and humidity levels inside the switchgear. Additionally, the switchgear should be installed in a location that is easily accessible for maintenance and inspection. The area around the switchgear should be kept clear of obstructions to allow for safe and efficient work. Proper lighting should be provided to ensure adequate visibility, and signage should be used to identify the switchgear and its associated components. Finally, it's important to consider the energy efficiency of the switchgear. Modern switchgear designs incorporate features that can help to reduce energy consumption and lower operating costs. These features may include energy-efficient circuit breakers, reduced copper losses, and advanced monitoring and control systems. By selecting energy-efficient switchgear, you can not only reduce your environmental impact but also save money on your electricity bills. In conclusion, the design and selection of switchgear are complex processes that require careful consideration of numerous factors. By following established guidelines, consulting with qualified professionals, and paying attention to detail, you can ensure that your switchgear system meets your needs and provides reliable performance for years to come. Remember to prioritize safety, plan for future growth, and consider the environmental impact of your choices. A well-designed and maintained switchgear system is an essential component of any electrical system. And just one last thing, consider the impact of power quality on your switchgear and connected equipment. Power quality disturbances, such as voltage sags, swells, and harmonics, can negatively affect the performance and lifespan of electrical equipment. To mitigate these issues, it's important to implement power quality monitoring and mitigation techniques. Power quality monitoring involves measuring and analyzing various electrical parameters to identify potential problems. Mitigation techniques may include the use of surge suppressors, voltage regulators, and harmonic filters. By addressing power quality issues, you can protect your switchgear and connected equipment from damage and ensure reliable operation.